Hi, I'm Billy, and you see this? Yeah, this was made by me in a week, and today I will tell you how I made it. 11 a.m. and the theme was announced, but I was still at school, so I was an hour late. But then I saw the page, and the theme was playing both sides. Now, hearing that, you may think of having two objects be controllable, and two objects moving in the same direction and all that stuff. But my brain was like, what? So I made a Stickman, cause I don't know, why not? At first he didn't stick together that well, but then I watched some tutorials at some hinge joints 2D components in, and voila, he is now a proper Stickman. Then I wanted the Stickman to balance because being balanced and not eating dirt is pretty cool. After my boy learned how to balance, well, not really balance, but it works for now, I then tried to make some movement and jumping for it, which is like really easy because I spent like 2 whole days on that thing. This is totally fine. So the problem I encountered was that the legs were not rotating correctly or something, I don't know, but it just keeps kicking into the air like a great martial artist. But we're not trying to let the stick boy be cool by kicking into the air. We want him to be dumb. So to fix that, I just watched like a bunch more tutorials, start all over to see what I did wrong, and somehow it was fixed. So that's 2 days wasted just figuring out the movement and balancing. I then tried to make a grabbing system because being able to grab things is really cool. Wait, is this considered animal abuse? Oh shit. So here's what I got. It's a bit glitchy, but again it works for now. After that, I want this stick boy to look a bit more spicy. So I give him some glasses, hat, and colors. No pants though, cause being naked is cool. But then I was like, nah, let's make him look generic again. So I used pixel art to draw out the stick boy in Sprite, then ripped up all his limbs for him to suffer in pain, then import it back in Unity to stick him back. Then I wanted jumping to be a bit better for ragdoll physics, so I took the idea from Milkman Carson and put it in my game. So as you can see, it's very easy to implement. So what I basically did was make a timer and then increase it by how long you are holding down the jump button. And when you release the jump button, your jump height will be based on the timer. After finishing that, I look up ways to properly balance because my stick boy can still eat dirt, like a lot. So I found a tutorial and then slapped those codes in, and boom, my stick boy will never eat dirt ever again. Then using that balance script, I then figured out a way to make the legs of the stick boy move when he's walking. Might make a tutorial on that, so slap subscribe button and the bell to not miss that. Okay, I then improved the grabbing system, making the stick boy grab on literally everything he touches. So that's 3 days done, and I made good progress. But in game jams, problems always occurred. School decided to give me 2 tests in the next couple of days, so of course I had to study, or else my parents will use the broom and slap it on my butt. But as a disobedient child, I still managed to do something. I spiced up the graphics, adding in some lights, cause lights makes everything looks dope. And some environment stuff like dirt bumps on the ground and background stuff like trees and yeah. Though stuff like this are small, but they can really change the game, making everything feels nice and lively. So that's my advice. Add small details in the scene. It can really enhance the whole atmosphere of your game. Okay, so at this point I didn't know where to go with the game, didn't know what the player should do, so I just decided the player would have to carry the cube and help it, because, I don't know, messing around holding a cube is pretty fun. So I then started to build the first level, and then took inspiration from Totally Reliable Delivery Service. That name is freaking long. So in that game, you have to deliver a package, and when you reach the destination, there will be a box where you have to put the package in. So I made some art for the box, and then put it in the game. After a bit of scripting, when you put the cube in, it'll go large. Just kidding, it'll slowly turn small. and then kill itself. I then make a second level. This is where the player will practice carrying the cube around, teaching stuff. I then of course add in details and stuff like grass and lights. When all that was done, I then feel good about myself, so I took a short break to study. Short break for a day. Then I came back and I was like, physics is dope. I'll add Mr. Beast in the game. For no reason, just wanna add Mr. Beast. And now Mr. Beast is associated with team trees. So I add team trees in the game. Well, not team since I only added one tree, but that's not important. I then have an idea to make the player go underground so that there's more of a variety in the levels. So I made Mr. Beast and trees as roadblocked, and you have to go down in order to continue. I'm pretty smart, I know. I then think of what the underground level should be, and I think simple. Shapes. So far there's only square, circle in this game, so what better shape to add than a triangle? So I made a triangle enemy that looks like a plane, and when the cube touches it, cube dies. And if cube dies, player dies, cause that's how dying works, I think. Anyways, I then added another triangular enemy, spikes. I then proceed to procrastinate and study, despite the jam ending in 2 days. So on Friday, I sat my butt down and stayed up late to finish up things like art, bug fixing, and play test the current state of the game. Now at this point, I have an idea for the story. So at the end of the game, the cube will betray you and you will have like an epic boss fight. So that kind of fits into the theme because we're playing the good side, helping the cube. But then the cube is bad guy, so you were playing the bad side too. So that's how it fits into the theme of playing both sides. But since a boss fight takes time, I asked people on my Discord server, you can join with a link in the description by the way, and Mike suggested that the cube just kills you, and you can't do anything about it, and it sounds pretty good to me. So I headed to sleep, ready to wake up early tomorrow. At 7 a.m., I woke up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and then make the final cutscene, which is the cube killing you. So I drew everything, cube family, house, knife, and then did a bunch of coding. For the camera to zoom out, cube turns evil, hold knife, and then kills you, then end. Lastly, I did some quick polishing like particles, cam shake, trails, and all that stuff, but didn't have enough time for music and sound effects. So I quickly playtest, then add in some text for tutorial, and then export. I then drew the ugliest logo and then captured some screenshots. Save the page and click submit. Now the game didn't turn out how I wanted it to be, so I'll update it and keep working on it. And if you don't want to miss me working on all that, then subscribe and click the bell. Thanks. Also join my Discord server and follow me on Twitter because I post progress and stuff there. Also, don't forget to play all the other submissions, all links in the description, and support the hosts of the jam. Okay, that's all for now. Goodbye.